So now let's see how we can work around with something called the Data Grid Widget. So Data Grid Widget is actually useful if you want to go ahead and give information to users. It's not a field that they fill up in, but if you want to give a table data which is interactive, you can go ahead and give the grid right there. So to do that, I'm going to go around onto add element, and then I'm going to go to widget right here. And then here you can see that data grid is an option. If I were to go ahead and click, then you can see that I have an option to add in column names right here and data, and whatever you add in right here shows up as a table data right here. So I already have a data which is copied out on my clipboard. So let's just go ahead and paste this. So you can see that you can set the column name right here and separate it out by comma right here, and that will appear as columns right here, just like this. So I have a range of data that I have. So let's just go ahead and paste out the data right here, just like this. And then what happens is that you will see the data right here. So you can go around onto the widget setting and you can choose a theme as well, like very right here. You got the classic blue and colorful right here. Let's just go with the colorful theme right here. You can even add in custom CSS to modify out the look as you want. So I'm just going to go around and say item details right here, just like this. So within the form, if you want to provide out some data in table format, then you can go ahead and utilize this particular field right here. If you were to go to properties right here, you can see that I can change around the alignment to left or right. But since everything, the title is on the top and there's too much data, you can see nothing actually happens right here. So apart from that, you can even go ahead and enable and disable the label right here. So I have the item detail right here, and label alignment is on the top. So you can keep it on the right or left if you want to as well. You can change around the width and height as you want as well. So let's say, for example, I'm going to go around and say 700, or you can go around for 800 right here as well. And you can change around the height as well. Let's say, for example, I'm going to say 200 to make it a bit larger. You can go ahead and duplicate this as with any other fields as well. But let me just go ahead and remove it and go back to properties. And under advanced, you can change around the widget name right here. So I'm just going to say item details right here, just like this. And the field label is item details itself as well. You can go ahead and shrink it. And then let's say, for example, if I were to shrink it and duplicate, you can see that I can have two on the same column right here. I can even move this to a new line, or if I want to hide it temporarily without deleting it, you can go ahead and hide out the field as well. But let me just go ahead and remove the field right here, and then go around over here onto properties, and then on advanced, let's just remove the shrink. Apart from that, if you were to go to the field details, you can see the unique name for it and the field ID for it as well. So let me just go ahead and preview out the form right here, just like this. And as you do that, you can see you got an interactive table. You can go ahead and change this as per the category by clicking on this. You can now categorize it by price, by quantity, change by product name right here, just like this, by clicking on these arrows right here. You can see that there are different let's say arrows right here to navigate between different entries. And apart from that, you can even go ahead and change the number of entries that shows at once as well. You can choose whatever you have right here. You want to go ahead and search for something, so you can go ahead and type in STA right here, or stationery right here, and stationery category pops up right here. Let's just go around over here and say electronics, let's say, for example, and the data is filtered accordingly right here. So if I were to type in mouse, then you can see that mouse is actually filtered, and you can see the quantity right here. Type in 4, and then what happens is that you can see that anything with the number 4 will actually pop up right there, just like that. So that is what you have, as you can see right here. So you can go ahead and filter out the data. And if you want to go ahead and find a way to give information within the form in table format to the users, then this is how you can do it. So that is how you can go ahead and work around with the data grid widget inside of Jotform. So I hope you guys learned something as always. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.